Do you know where you're going?
I honestly don't. It doesn't have any markers.
Like, give me a waypoint? No. Oh wait, no, I marked it. You see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Wow, thanks, game. Very
Thanks,
cool.
Joseph. That bad guy right there? Nah, we're good.
Yep. Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, hey, you see that guy? He's not there anymore.
No. See, if I had the, I think your bazooka actually has a laser sight on it where you can kind of guide the rocket.
It's actually actually, I wonder if I could actually guide it. It does have lock on, but that's it.
I think in Far Cry 5 you could. I think the rocket launcher did that.
Yeah, there was. It was a different. I think it was a different variety.
No, it was the one that you
rocket
have.
launcher. Like
I remember it was what's his name?
Really?
Perk. Yeah. Because there was the regular RPG that you had, then there was the of all fucking things, there was the I'm having a mental block right now. The RPG that shot shovels.
You're good.
And then there is the one that was a lock-on. Or not a lock-on, but a seeker.
My name is Joseph C. I'm known to some
We high right now?
as the Father.
Pretty certain we're high right now.
Pretty much high.
Okay, so this is a puzzle. I think you have to do this.
I heard the voice of God.
That's fine.
Yeah, you have to basically over here.
He told me about a difficult path ahead.
But basically what you have to do is you pretty much got to make the Eden icon. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there.
That's fine, as long as it's not like Call of Duty Zombies bullshit.
No.
puzzles.
It's straight up. You have to hold a little thing. And you have to like connect the beams, sort of, if that makes sense. You'll see when you do it.
I do love the ambience. I don't know why.
The sins of the world were cleansed with God.
Oh, I got the puzzle as well, or a piece of it.
Is this not? Oh, that. There we go.
Only those
Like, you see, you have to pull out the thingamabob and then.
Oh,
You see?
yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's behind us.
and new
Oh fuck! And I'm in the water.
Nice form. 9 out of 10.
And the Olympic gold medal goes to the asshole in the fucking Spec Ops uniform. Yeah, so you're gonna want to like stand like right about here where I'm at and use the thingy to. I don't remember how to use it. I think.
My bad. I was hunting assholes. You're saying?
to walk the path.
Wait, what the?
Burn away what is
I don't know how to pull out the thingamabobber.
It's saying investigate the beams. Is it really here?
Inside search. No, because what it wants us to do is you're supposed to use the thing, aim down it to complete the icon, and then
Oh.
yeah, you get what? You figured it out? No, you're good.
I think it's no. Okay, I thought it was the rubble that's in the way.
I didn't just murder a deer, mythical deer.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be
it's-
fine.
from the light. You will see.
Oh, shut up, Joseph. I hate you. Yeah, Deb. Disappear, you prick. I forgot how to do it.
Oh, there we go. It was D. It was I had to bring it up by
Oh,
playing
okay.
Z. So it's the same thing as binoculars, but
That's fucking stupid.
oh, I had to hold it down. Okay.
You just gotta line it up and then make the fucking family icon, whatever you want to call it.
All right. Yeah, Edenscape icon. There we go.
Did it work?
I think it worked.
No, it's
I
still
hope it worked.
giving me a waypoint for that.
Really?
There you go.
Holy
Now it's gone. We got it. That's one.
You're gonna love this. I used my
The
binoculars.
fucking binoculars worked?
And then you
Oh, I am not shitting
Oh
you.
my god. Fucking Ubisoft. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ten out of 10 programming. Hell, a lot better than fucking
Right.
Bethesda. Okay, so that means I'll have to go back to the first place we were at, which was the little pier. I'll have to bullshit my way with it and see if it works out. So at least now I know what I'm doing in a way.
Kinda sort of fucked myself. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I threw my shovel at you and then it disappeared. I was trying to be an ass and it didn't work.
righteous fire.
I'm salty.
You're good.
The only one that got screwed in this deal was me.
Get
God
fucked.
damn it.
Heeded the signs were spared.
Hey, look at the bright side. At least you got laid in the deal.
I got laid in the. Oh, shut up. It's over here, dude.
New Eden rose.
Oh, okay. Oh, literally by
Yeah.
the light source. Fuck.
They pretty much want you like right up Joseph's ass, basically.
Cleanse our symbol as the world was cleansed.
There you go. That's two.
Got it. Wow, it actually rendered the piece
Did
this
it?
time.
That's funny.
It did.
Well, you know, the game's actually working now.
Glorious. Let's see if we can go for 2 out of 3
Right.
now.
The flame of Eden burns away.
I think the game might have bugged on us.
May take root again.
'Cause I still see
Maybe.
2 waypoints, unless it
Uh,
progresses for you. So long as it progresses the story for you, we're good.
My name is Joseph.
Yeah, so far it's progressing.
Yeah,
so
we know
far.
this is Dickhead Seed.
I'm known to some as the
Unfortunately, he's known as the father.
Years ago, I heard the voice of God. He told me about a difficult path ahead.
I still will never let go of the fact that you told me that he was the one that pretty much stirred the world into a nuclear holocaust.
It might have. Yeah, it's very likely it was him.
I mean, if he had like Nancy inside the police station and just like report that everything's just going fine, who knows what other ties he has.
Over here.
Winds of change.
It's straight
Alright.
up right in here, right in this room.
Our only choice is to turn away from the past.
Ooh, that's an
Yeah, you might
interesting
have to finagle it a little bit. I just want to point out this asshole came down here at one point, took shards from that fucking thing, and tied them up here. Just let this set in for a minute. Instead of
That's-
going back to his camp and being like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm still alive," or "Hey, I'm leading people on a journey," or he's gonna leave us he's gonna set up little cryptic clues to make us go on a drug trip.
He's a dedicated shit poster at this point.
Considering the world's ended, now he's the OG shit poster. You might want to step back a little bit. Maybe I don't know, or get closer.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
it's a very weird angle. I see what you mean by you have to jiggle it a bit.
You're gonna have to get a little fancy with it.
Do I have to like spin this thing around, or is it just like the way it's presented to me?
I
I'm
don't know if
thinking.
you can flip it around or anything like that. You gotta try to. Oh wait, hold on. There you go.
Oh, that's
Is that better?
what it was.
Or you need
okay.
to change again?
Turn it one more time.
Better.
All right, give me a quick minute. Let's see. That's it. That's the one.
Bullseye. I like it. Did that change back?
The old ways led us to ruin.
It just vanished.
The only
Oh,
way
great, 2 of them.
You
Fuck off.
know what's funny? When you shoot him, you still get damage points for it.
sin.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay. So what? He's actually here, but he's not.
We're just high as a
Thanks.
kite, dude. Just smoking up that good shit.
Civilization.
You know why?
returned.
You do realize most of the cult's power comes from the bliss, and the bliss is just a what was it, a psychedelic? Is it
Yep.
psychedelic? I mean, you have to inhale it.
Like that.
Do you understand?
That's the thing. Like people are still arguing about it. It's like it's supposed to tie into an actual drug, and even with like I don't even know if it's like a potaceous flower, but it is similar to a pugnant kind of floral.
Yeah, like some kind of
Like,
crazy
I
psychedelic or some shit, maybe.
Yeah, I need to figure it out more if it's like all this actually ties into an actual flower, if it's actually tied into the world like a bit, but it's still.
If you
loosely
look
built to
carefully
do
at
that,
Faith's
and-
arm, you can see she has chemical compounds from the what do you call it? From the periodic table on her arm. And if you look up what those usually are made for, it's basically her drug of choice.
I gathered my family.
You know what that means? She's the daughter of Heisenberg.
Bitch was making that fucking, what was it called? Blue ice, I think it was called, or something? Oh,
But hell had
Close.
the white horse. The one that could not walk away.
by the way, you know who the judge is, right?
Yep, he's your character in Far Cry 5. He's
Yep.
deputy.
He's the one that got all fucked up from Joseph.
Yeah.
I mean, you
It-
spend the
it-
entirety of I want to say maybe the course of a month, maybe,
I thought I
fighting
had
this guy,
fulfilled
thinking, you know,
my
trying to stop a doomsday
purpose.
cult, and then lo and behold, he's fucking right.
But he
Yeah,
had
you're gonna go
one
nuts.
more thing to say to me.
Yep. And then like 6 or who knows how many long years later, you basically become his personal right
The
hand
world
man.
is a diagonal.
Holy shit.
I am the balancing point. Someone thinks full of himself.
Yeah, this looks like a fucking sex dungeon.
Oh my god, stop. Stop.
God damn it,
Told
man.
me you would be worthy of this.
Wow. Okay, it's basically a small little amendum or some
what?
shit like that from. It's like a little snippet. It's like an insight of what the character we had.
Oh yeah. Like he basically he
Yeah,
started
so
going
it's like-
nuts.
Yep. You know best. God tells you, if I listen to you, it's good and right, and I can help, and I can save people and make it right, and everything will be okay. If I judge as your judge, the judgment is right and just. The judgment is God's word. I am not shitting you word for word. That is actually what
My
it
guy
said.
is on some good shit.
Holy sh!
And that's not
Holy-
that's just not even a friendly term. That's literally my guy.
Yeah, I feel like our character just literally lost his complete, like, any logistical kind of grounding, just like faced
Oh yeah.
away.
I mean, when you're faced up against religion, there's no such thing as logic behind religion.
Yep, like especially this is like a basic dead giveaway if this is your character. Like, I see now. I am so sorry. Please give me a mask. I am afraid. No one can know me. Please let me be reborn like the world, cleansed of sin and new, and I will fight to cleanse of sin. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you.
Yeah, he
Holy
went
shit, yeah,
absolutely
they lost
fucking
it.
nuts. He just. I mean, I think they actually point out that Joseph was beating us. Like there was physical abuse going on. Like it wasn't just him talking to you and like, oh hey, you know, I'm gonna make you understand that God is fucking great. No, it was more of like he basically made you his religious bitch.
Yeah. Holy
He
hell.
took you to church, and he told you each commandment.
Thank you for reminding me of that stupid song that existed 3 years ago.
Which one?
I don't know. It had some weird like message behind it, but I was like, "Take me to church, and I'll see." or
Alrighty
some-
then.
It went along that kind of. I don't know. It was a popular song. I forgot why. Oh boy.
Oh, we're coming down.
We're-
Oh boy.
We're fading.
Oh yeah, just coming out of it. Holy sh! Oh, and it's blurry, and we're back. Okay, cool. I think we have to go back to the cult now. Is there a boat? I think there's a boat right there. Fantastic. There's a fucking boat. What was I gonna
Perfect.
say? By the way, you know there's a live action like a 30-minute live action movie made for this game. No,
New
not
Dawn.
New Dawn 5. I should have been more specific.
Oh yeah, I saw it. It was like Amazon exclusive for a while, and I think it is on.
Yeah,
YouTube
it's on
now.
YouTube. But basically, it told the story of like what was happening here before the events of 5.
Yeah, it was basically like the lives of the usual people that would live here, and then there's like a small ragtag team of who, like basically personal or
Mhm.
PIs, you know, investigators. They just want to figure out, and then they realize, holy shit, from what all these testimonies, it could be the scoop of the fucking century. And shit went sideways, and pretty much it led to just basically YouTube, like their version of like the events went into a small, like a minute video of a gunshot, the guy's warning the world, and that was it. I'm like, that was for a half.
a really
minute,
well-made-
half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well done. The actors and like everything down to it. See, I say they did a damn great
Absolutely.
job. Honestly, I think it actually might have topped off all those, like, you know, well, actually, damn, I can't say it. I was gonna say, remember like that 5 episodic release with like Voss and that douchebag celebrity over on that island, and they were doing it like the course of like God knows how long.
Maybe I don't remember.
Up long story short, it was basically the same thing as what the half-hour movie for this game. So it was telling like the pre-events of your character, Jason, coming to the island with some friends. Basically,
Oh, okay.
what happened was, yeah, it was a cruise liner. A bunch of celebrities was on it. Basically, they were gonna, you know, basically they're partying out while the guy who's making the reality TV show was on the island itself. Shit went haywire, and pretty much it was just left to that celebrity all by himself. Everyone else was dead or pretty much sold
shit.
off.
Yeah,
as-
slaves and everything because they were doing some
Yeah.
like really freaky shit.
Yeah, so shit really went sideways. It just left to that guy, you know, celebrity being buried up to his
Oh, that's
neck
where the marketing came from
in
for that.
sand. Shit you not. All that was promotional videos. So it was like I think 6 or
Oh, shit.
7, God knows how many. And in the game, you actually could find the celebrity and you actually
That's
get an
funny.
achievement for it. Shit you not. It was all right. So you came at a perfect timing. They're telling us not to leave the compound and ignite a Olympic style like bonfire.
Alright, fuck it, let's go for it. By the way, I don't
Yeah.
know if you're familiar with this. So, I don't know what got me into thinking about this. I was downstairs, I was getting my food together, and I remember talking to a coworker of mine. I don't know how we talked about it, but or rather how we got into it. But first of all, here, let's see if we can fast travel over that point. Yeah, we can. There's. Shit. We could always travel to the pantry and then take a chopper from there.
Sure, and you were fucking right. That was actually a guidance missile.
What?
That was actually a guidance
figured.
missile launcher. So it's not. Yeah, so it's not only lock on, it's guidance located.
I
so
thought so.
hats off to you. you
I
fuck.
know my weapons. Listen, when your friend, okay, is a fucking megalomaniac with delusions of grandeur and the desire of world domination, I know my fucking weapons.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Let's go to the mall detachment.
But wait, why aren't we fast traveling?
Oh
Let's
shit.
get the hatchback, he says. But yeah, we were talking.
Hey,
Oh yeah, the base here you're looking for is the pantry. It's the one that's the only one that we
Okay, I was
completed
one-
with the 3 stars.
Yeah, I was just checking which one's the closest location on the outpost to the next location. But surprisingly enough, the island, the one that we just conquered like about 20 minutes ago, did not count. It was actually much further away from the next
Oh yeah, I
location.
noticed that. Wait, this place didn't have a. Fuck, this place didn't have a chopper pad. What fucking had a pad? All right, fuck it. We're taking the blood drug and then fuck it.
All right, we're
What?
doing it. I could.
What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say Oh right, the island only has a boat.
Yeah.
Shit, never mind. Fuck.
But come on, spawn. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know how me and my coworker got into it. We started like not really debating, but more like we were more agreeing than anything else. It's a little weird and almost kind of fucked up that a woman could effectively like be a surrogate. Like, you know the whole thing where you basically you carry a kid for like all 9 months and you're like, oh yeah, okay, here's your kid now. It's like it's damn near like a custom-made baby. It's a
Right.
little fucked up when you think about it, because in a weird, twisted way, I mean, these mothers, they are getting paid to do this. In a weird, twisted way, you're selling your kid.
Profiting off.
That's
of
literally
life.
what, like, if like, there are women that can sell their eggs and guys that donate their sperm, and that's legitimately fine. That's, you know, that's not a sentient child, that's not a baby. That's the tools to make a kid, but that's not a kid, you know? In the other case, you're literally like, oh, hey, I just went through child labor and all this other nonsense, and for 9 months, well, it's not nonsense, but still, you know what I mean? All this, you know, pain just to give up the child? Like, anybody who ever, you know, any mothers I've ever talked to, like, especially my mom, I constantly hear it all the time, oh, I went through how much, you know, giving birth and all this other nonsense. Well, I don't want to say nonsense, but you hear the whole song and dance, and it's like, so if it's that big of a deal, what kind of a mother is fine with just, yeah, I'll sell you my baby when it's ready? You know?
Yeah. It doesn't really settle right. I do see with you guys where you were arguing.
Yeah, like we both, like I said, we really weren't arguing. It was more like we both kind of agreed on the matter. And then we also kind of point out, I'm like, there's a lot more kids that need to be adopted than there are kids that, you know, like, you could definitely find a kid that's probably, like, super nice from an orphanage that just needs a good family. But, what was I gonna say? What the fuck? Oh, well, they're both fighting each other now. They're both dead.
Oh, well. But you were saying about nice
Oh, yeah.
kid from an orphanage you can adopt.
I was gonna say there was something like that that happened. I remember, and that's another problem. Remember that one YouTube channel? There was that guy and his wife. I think they had two. They actually had 2 kids, and they adopted a third. But they always kind of mess with the third kid.
Yep, it was a
Yeah,
Daddy
yeah, you
05.
remember? Yeah. YouTube should
Fucking hated that
really
YouTube channel.
start looking at some of these channels, because there was one channel. Now I can't demonize that. Like, no, I'm sorry, wrong channel I'm thinking of. I mean, technically I can't demonize them. They adopted a special needs kid, but then people were saying that, people were kind of accusing them that, being that the kid, because at one point they gave up the child, like they put him back into adoption, and people were assuming. Yeah,
I know the one.
apparently the story with that one was the kid was special needs. They didn't know about it, and he really didn't get along with any of the other kids. And for the sake of the child's well-being, they gave him up. It wasn't like they wanted to get rid of him, or that they legitimately did care about him. It's just that they couldn't take care of him.
Really, I'm thinking this might be the same situation, but I heard it differently. So what happened to this family? I think, yeah, it was the same situation. Well, from what I heard, it was when they adopted this new kid, they noticed that they weren't getting as much views as they previously were. And so with that in turn, with like they decided to give the kid, and of course they got a bit of backlash.
I think that, yeah, that might be the same family, because there was a situation like that where the parents were, what was it? It was the same situation, because they were getting accused that the kid wasn't giving them enough views, so they were getting rid of the kid. But the parents even went out like, no, it's not that. He's special needs, and he just wasn't getting along with the kids at all. Oh,
For nearly a decade,
hi guys.
then the plague of sinners took it away.
Okay. You can go ahead and bow
All
it.
right then.
You are expected. Many have tried to light the flame of Eden.
You know why they failed? Because they fucking sucked.
There are many highwaymen surrounding the flame, and they
You
kill
spoke the
with
words right out
anger.
of my mouth.
Our
They weren't
best
us.
option against their numbers and firepower is to take them out with cunning and stealth. We've brought you a weapon suitable for our most holy task. Please
A
consider
rinky-dink
this.
bow and arrow? I got a tool set suitable. It's this gun. Oh, they didn't like that.
Humble yourself,
Sorry.
sinner!
What did
And do
you
nothing.
do?
And name down sights.
Very good.
And
Know
God
this.
damn you, man.
Oh, you know, you love me.
My fellow chosen will help you.
Not that way. You didn't drive me to the mall in that hatchback.
Alright, go ahead. Fucking take the bow. Let's go kick some ass.
All right, all right. Ooh, it's actually a blue one. Finally.
Yes,
But,
this is the sort of weapon to use for this sacred.
there was something else. There was one family that did stir up a little bit of shit. That, me and my ex saw once on YouTube. It was, I think they had 4 kids. But literally, YouTube and social media was the entire family's life. Like, literally nothing happened to this family that wasn't documented online. And they literally,
Everything
like,
was.
literally, they tell their kids, like, oh, did you post on Twitter today? Or, like, it's like, you need to keep up with, it's, you know the typical shit that families do? Like, oh, hey, did you do the garbage? Did you, you know, the kind of typical shit you would expect from a family? Imagine that, but their chores are social media.
Right. Oh no.
And, what was it? I think one kid, they ended up putting into, like, a program or some shit that was supposedly to teach discipline shit. Like, they, like, think of a situation where you take a kid and you basically throw their ass out into the woods with another group of kids, and they pretty much have to survive. And it's a controlled environment, so they're not really at risk, but there's still that level of you have to handle yourself. And people were even arguing about that the only reason why they put him into that situation was because he was an energetic kid, and he was, you know, more, what's the word? He was a typical kid. He wasn't a little shithead. I mean, well, you know, he wasn't really a shithead kid or anything like that. He wasn't a troublemaker. It's just that the parents, I guess, didn't like that he wasn't very disciplined. Like, they didn't want a kid. They wanted a young man, you know? And if you saw the
Right.
before and after of this kid, like, he just, like, he seems, I don't want to say soulless, but he was very much, like, just mellowed out. He just, it was kind of like they took the soul out of the kid, you know? And it's
Ugh.
like, so you put this kid through this program because he wasn't as mature as you want him to be, but he was a fucking, I think the kid is only, like, mid to early teens. I believe.
Well then.
Oh, I just missed him. Fuck. There we go. We're good.
All right.
But yeah, YouTube definitely, like, there's a lot YouTube needs to keep their eye out on, and it kind of pisses me off that there's so much shit that does, get kind of nailed on YouTube, and then there's others that you would think they would go after and they don't. Also, for some reason, my gun is, how do I, nope, I don't want binoculars. X maybe? Nope.
Yeah, I get what you mean. YouTube is just a litany of
yeah.
hypocrisies, and it's just crazy,
Like,
honestly.
nope, I don't, I want that. Like, don't get me wrong. They are trying to essentially balance, fucking hell, I didn't want to do that. They are trying to balance themselves. I will give them that credit, you know. There's only so much they can do. They have to keep up with investors and, of course, legal issues. But there are moments where YouTube really needs to step up to the plate. Like, there was a girl that, oh wait, what's up?
You must descend into the
Oh no, they had to sell it to the plate. You're saying, but yeah, you're saying.
The biggest one of the biggest problems with YouTube, or one thing I've noticed, there was a girl on YouTube a while back, and she's still on, that made a Halloween video. Now this girl apparently claims at the time she was 15, but basically, long story short, her father, said one thing, her mother said another, she said another. Long story short, everyone kind of assumes that at the time of recording, this girl was 11 years old when she made this video. She decided to wear a Playboy bunny outfit for her boyfriend on YouTube.
11.
As people assume, 11 years, I believe between the ages of 11 and 13.
Oh, what was that?
11
the
and
last part I
13.
got cut out?
They assumed her to be between that age.
Oh.
But I don't, like, this is, where are your parents? What are your, like, and apparently the mom supports it because, I guess the mom recognizes how, like, what, YouTube fame can really do. And starting at a young age is technically a good thing because it gives you more time to build, but in the same regard, it's like, well, you're okay with your daughter basically flaunting in outfits like that, and there are a bunch of creeps online.
Yeah, to like the rest of the world with all that shit. Oh,
And I just want to point out that about maybe, what was it, 2-3 years ago when Red Dead was big, you had, I think we're going the wrong, oh, I think we can swim under this maybe?
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
we gotta train him. But you were saying?
Like, I want to point out that like about 2-3 years ago, YouTube had an issue where there was a guy who was killing, I don't know if you played through the campaign of Red Dead, but there was a woman who's a major feminist.
First.
Like, she was,
Oh,
yeah,
the
she was an
second one,
old school
yeah.
feminist, and she was basically saying some rather derogatory things about guys. And she basically, because, oh, dude, there's a straight up waypoint right here. We completely missed it. I feel stupid.
Oh, okay. Thanks, game. Very cool. But yeah.
Like, she was saying some rather derogatory things. So this guy made a video of him murdering her in multiple different ways, but it was nothing gory or anything like that. It's not like some Friday the 13th shit. It was just him dragging her with a horse or her getting chewed on by a gator. Like, it looked like more like how a dog chews on a dog toy.
Right, it was just some cheesy shit that looked like a cartoon
More or
villain
less,
would
yeah.
do.
And what ended up happening was YouTube took down the video for being violent. And the only reason, why he managed to get the video back up was because his argument, which was valid, was that ever since the dawn of fucking Mortal Kombat, they have every single fatality up till modern day. That is acceptable to see somebody's intestines being pulled through their nose, but him dragging some person in Red Dead, that's a problem. But then, go ahead,
Yeah.
they police gaming like that. But then you have a possibly 13-year-old girl who's half naked on YouTube. Why?
Yeah, YouTube really.
Why is this acceptable?
Plus, if I'm not mistaken, YouTube also at a certain time, I don't know if they still have it to this day, they have, well, I mean, I could give it a kind of a pass. There's educational videos for like women's, vaginal entrance. And
I
shit.
mean, yeah. There's a point, like from.
Yeah, it's like it's still a sexual organ, but at the same time, it's not really age restricted.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a
I
sex
don't know.
ed thing, like the kind of shit that you see in high school, I don't think you really demonize that.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. YouTube's really like it's a weird fight with it's like this should be completely removed to this should be age restricted to okay yeah all audience can watch this shit. It's
There's
like
a very weird
lot of
gauge. And like I said, that's another thing too. I don't know if you remember the whole Kappa bullshit. I
Yeah.
mean, granted, that's more for like if you're advertising the kids, like if you're monetizing off the children. That's more what that deal is for, but it's still a situation where well, I think what was the deal back then with that? If you got caught making a video that like they deemed not for children or whatever, basically it was a $40,000 fine or some shit. You're gonna want to get out of there, dude. Like the whole cave is lighting up. Get your ass up here, dude. That's all burning. But yeah, it was a $40,000 fine, and oh, okay, this guy's just on his hands and knees.
The family needs to know of this.
All right then.
Come.
But yeah, this is the like, honestly, like for me as somebody who's just starting off on YouTube, it's been a little stressful between the whole Twitch, the fucking not Twitch, the whole streaming law that passed, and then COPPA. It's just been one headache after the other. But then when you find why is that guy going in the?
Did he walk in?
You've done something amazing.
He walked into the fucking fire. This guy's Jesus. He walked into the fire and then popped it right back out. This man is Jesus.
Sinner.
Fucking amazing.
Something
Or
else.
yeah, you were saying about the whole you know, guys who bounces between Twitch
Well,
and
yeah.
YouTube.
Clearly,
It's just been stressful because like it feels like the gaming community gets the worst nail, but God forbid anybody else gets tanked, and then when you try to kind of point out like, hey, maybe we should talk about this, it's either they turn it around on you or they just blatantly ignore it, or honestly that's another thing too. Some people try to amp things. Like I've known one or two people have tried to amp up YouTube issues to cause another adpocalypse, which I think they did. Like they basically like there was a major issue on YouTube. Instead of trying to take it the correct method, or rather do things the correct way, he just like he amped it up to a point where investors and advertisers started pulling out of YouTube, and it actually hurt content creators more than it hurt YouTube itself, I think. Like YouTube took a financial hit, sure, but content creators took the
Right.
worst of it because where do you think most of that money goes to?
Yeah.
All right, where the fuck do we got to go now?
Oh, you're good. I'm just looking around right now.